Storytime.
Hello, my name's John. I just want to get these daffodil bulbs planted before it gets dark. Just one more. Let's get that one in the middle. There we are. They're going to look lovely in the spring. Whew, I'm quite tired after all that work. I think I'll go to bed early tonight. Do you like going to bed? My children don't. That's them, Ben and Timmy. I suppose it depends how tired you are, really, doesn't it? Do you know, when I was little, about 5, that's me, I had to go to bed every day during the day at school. And I didn't like that very much. And they gave us these really hairy blankets to use, which were really itchy, and you couldn't go to sleep. So we lay there, pretending, wishing we could get up and play instead. Some children did a puppet play about bedtime, but it wasn't an ordinary bedtime. Something magic happened. Here they are, just before the show, with their puppets.
I made the Jack-in-a-Box. I did lots of sketches on paper. I stuck some wool on for the hair. I used a doily for its cuff. I used this shiny bit for the bit that goes up and down.
I made a robot. I stuck some buttons on it. I poked the eyes and the mouth out so it could show properly on the screen. I attached some wire to it and I attached a tube to it to make it move.
The children worked the puppets from behind a white screen. And from the front, the puppets looked like shadows. And there was a song to go with it.
Marching round my bed. Now he's standing on his head. Oh, look! My plane's taken off. What's that noise? My plane is flying high, trying hard to reach the sky. Oh, look! Now Jack's awake. What's that noise? Jack is jumping up in pots. Jack, get back into your box. Oh, look! My robot's awake. What's that noise? Robot wobble side to side. Then he tells the toys to hide. Oh, look! Here comes my mum. Mommy comes in. The toys rush to hide. I must lie still with my eyes open wide. Was it really true? Did you see them too? Don't tell Mum what we have seen in here. I'll just say good night to my toys.
It's much darker in the garden now, but it's still very pleasant. Nice autumn smells, like the smoke from next door's bonfire. I think I'll stay out here a while longer and read. But I need a torch to see by, won't I? Here we are. That torch isn't bright enough, is it really? I've got a bigger light in the shed. Here we are. This is a lantern. You open it up like this, and you light it with a match. There, that's better. There's a lantern on the front of today's book. There. And the book's called Can't You Sleep, Little Bear? Once there were two bears, Big Bear and Little Bear. They played all day in the bright sunlight. When night came and the sun went down, Big Bear took Little Bear home to the bear cave. He put Little Bear to bed in the dark part of the cave. "Go to sleep, Little Bear," he said, and Little Bear tried. Big Bear settled in the bear chair and read his bear book by the light of the fire. But Little Bear couldn't get to sleep. "Can't you sleep, Little Bear?" asked Big Bear, putting down his bear book and padding over to the bed. "I'm scared. I don't like the dark." Big Bear looked and saw that it was very dark. He took out the tiniest lantern that there was and put it near to Little Bear's bed. "There's a tiny light to stop you being scared, Little Bear." "Thank you, Big Bear," said Little Bear, cuddling up in the glow. "Now go to sleep, Little Bear," said Big Bear, and he padded back to the bear chair and settled down to read the bear book by the light of the fire. Little Bear tried to go to sleep, but he couldn't. "Oh, can't you sleep, Little Bear?" yawned Big Bear, padding over to the bed. "I'm scared. I don't like the dark," said Little Bear. "But I brought you a lantern." "Only a tiny weeny one," said Little Bear, "and there's lots of dark." Big Bear looked, and he saw that there was still lots of dark. So he took out a bigger lantern. "Now go to sleep, Little Bear." And he padded back to the bear chair and settled down to read the bear book by the light of the fire. Little Bear tried and tried to go to sleep, but he still couldn't. "Can't you sleep, Little Bear?" "I'm scared. I don't like the dark." "But I brought you two lanterns, a tiny one and a bigger one." "But there's still lots of dark." Big Bear took out the biggest lantern of them all, with two handles and a bit of chain. "Thank you, Big Bear," said Little Bear, curling up in the glow and watching the shadows dance. "Now go to sleep, Little Bear," said Big Bear, and he padded back to the bear chair and settled down to read the bear book by the light of the fire. Little Bear tried and tried and tried to go to sleep, but he couldn't. "Oh, can't you sleep, Little Bear?" groaned Big Bear. "I'm scared. I don't like the dark." "But I brought you the biggest lantern of them all, and there isn't any dark left." "Yes, there is. Out there." And Little Bear pointed out of the bear cave at the night. Big Bear said, "Come on, Little Bear." And he took Little Bear by the paw and led him out of the cave into the night, and it was dark. "Oh, I'm scared," said Little Bear, cuddling up to Big Bear. Big Bear lifted Little Bear and cuddled him and said, "I've brought you the moon, Little Bear, the bright yellow moon and all the twinkly stars." But Little Bear didn't say anything, for he'd gone to sleep, warm and safe in Big Bear's arms. Big Bear carried Little Bear back into the bear cave, fast asleep, and he settled down with Little Bear on one arm and the bear book on the other, cozy in the bear chair by the fire. And Big Bear read the bear book right to the end. I like to read stories and to listen to them, but some people can't listen to stories because they find it hard to hear. And if you can't hear, it's difficult to talk properly using your voice. But if you are deaf, you can tell other people what you want to say by using your hands, and this is called sign language. Each word has a special sign. Can you think what this means? That's the sign for sleep. You can learn some signs too. Here's the last part of our story again, and this time, watch for the signs. Big Bear lifted Little Bear and cuddled him and said, "I've brought you the moon, Little Bear, the bright yellow moon, and all the twinkling stars." But Little Bear didn't say anything, for he'd gone to sleep, safe and warm in Big Bear's arms. Big Bear carried Little Bear back into the bear cave and settled down with Little Bear on one arm and the bear book on the other, cosy in the bear chair by the fire. I know sign language because my mum and dad are deaf, and I learnt it when I was very little. I still use it at home because my wife Carol is deaf, and my children Ben and Timmy have learned some too.
Mr. Ryan?
Mummy helps Timmy and I clean our teeth. We use signs because Mummy can't hear us talk, but she can talk a bit.
Will you make me finish? Okay, then, pajamas.
Right, are you comfortable?
I like Dad's stories.
Oh, here comes Mum.
The man, pajamas.
Right. What book should we read tonight?
Peter Plod.
You want a Peter Plod story? I'll have to make that up, won't I? Okay, what about?
Tanks.
Tanks.
Yeah, mad
Big
tanks.
oh, the mad tanks. Okay, right. Where should we start? Right. One day, Peter Plod, a friendly policeman, was standing on the common, and he was watching all the ducks in the pond, and they were all swimming by. When suddenly, up popped Jeremy. You know who Jeremy is, don't you?
Mouse.
Peter Plod's friendly mouse. You know the sign for mouse. What is it? Mouse. That's right. So Jeremy popped up, and Peter Plod said, "There you are. You've been asleep all this time, and I've been standing here all by myself, very lonely. Glad you've woken up at last." And Jeremy came up, and he said, "Hello, Peter." And Jeremy said, "I'll tell you what I want to do." Peter Plod said, "What?" "I want to go through the time slip." It's nearly night time now. I'm going inside. There's only the light from the house window to see by now. Or is there? Bye-bye.